The Western Cape and Gauteng are the only provinces in the country with above-average living conditions. That's according to the Social Progress Index in Africa by IQbusiness and NGO Social Progress Imperative. The report based its findings on basic needs, foundations of well-being and opportunities. Statistician General Rusenga Maluleka joins me now to discuss this. A very good morning to you. Quite disturbing findings, isn't it? I mean, why is there this gap?
Good morning, Jane, and again, good morning to the viewers. Let me mention that for official statisticians in practice, like myself as statistician general, there is no news that is disturbing when it comes to numbers.
I can imagine.
We deal with numbers as they come. But certainly, if you look at the Western Cape and Gauteng, they have much more advanced systems in relation to facilities that provide basic services for human needs, as well as facilities that are developed because they are highly urbanized compared to other rural provinces like KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape and Limpopo.
What should the average conditions be?
Well, we can't speculate. Let us look at this index. It looks at a whole host of issues to bring together. We do our own work at StatsSA, as you are aware, that we conduct household sample surveys as well as the census. One of the things that we picked up as an example in the South African Multidimensional Poverty Index, the SAMPI, is that generally as South Africa, we are sitting at a global level. But as we sit at the global level, Gauteng and Western Cape have the lowest levels of poverty in terms of multidimensional, which goes beyond money metric, your $2 a day. However, look at Gauteng, for example. It also had the highest levels of inequality. The Gini coefficients for the city of Johannesburg, the city of Tshwane and Ekurhuleni were relatively higher.
All right, so the people that you spoke to in the 7 provinces that don't reach the top there, what are their greatest concerns?
In this regard, the Social Progress Index, as you indicated in your opening remarks, that it's not actually produced by us. But let us look at generally other issues coming out of other provinces. Look at the Eastern Cape, for example. The dependency on social grants is relatively higher than any other province in South Africa, sitting at 35% as a main source of income. Whereas for provinces like Gauteng and the Western Cape, the main source of income is salaries. So when you go back to the other provinces, we are also observing movements out of those provinces, particularly from the Limpopo and the Eastern Cape. Limpopo moving into Gauteng and the Eastern Cape moving into the Western Cape. And generally, people move because they are in search of better opportunities. So in the rural provinces in general, it's relatively difficult to get services as well as opportunities for employment.
Any idea from your findings how you narrow that gap?
We would want to suggest, but we are bound by the law. The statistics law that we uphold, Jane, doesn't allow us to suggest anything on our findings. As you are aware, we collect information on the economy, on the prices and everything. All the issues in relation to a person from the time they are born to the time they pass on. Even at the moment, we are out there in the field conducting a census mini test for 2021. But our job ends in collection and provision of information, because the public and those that are in the policy space and in the business space should engage on what should be done. So we are limited by our statistics.
Okay, got it. Rusenga Maluleka, good to talk to you. Thank you.